In this video, I'll guide you step by step through the UGC editing process using CapCut. Hey guys, welcome to my channel where I talk about everything UGC. I worked with brands such as Cheeky Night Guards, Sterling Forever, and Bamboo Earth. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. The first step is adding script audio. There are two ways you can go about adding script audio. It depends on the type of file that your content creators send you. Either you already have the audio or you have the media file that you just have to extract into CapCut. So here's the screen recording of the audio. So I can get it right here. And you just have to drag it over into the timeline and then right click it and press extract audio. And once you have extracted the audio, you can go ahead and just get rid of this right here. Get rid of the video for it. So here you just have the audio and here's how you just press play and here's how it sounds.
3 reasons why you need Cheeky's night guards. Number 1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike...
It might sound a little bit weird so that you can hear me, but you get the idea of how you can extract the audio. The script is laid out and now you can see the gaps that are in the script. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see the gaps. So you see here, this gap right here, 1, 2, and it happens because sometimes the creators, when they send over the script audio, they send it in parts. So little by little, they start recording it line by line. And what you have to do is come over here and you start hearing the sound. So
3 reasons why.
So you want to cut it out right here, right when the sound starts. So right when the part of the script comes out, like the line, just cut it out here and then just move it over to the left. And you can do this the same for the other parts. You just have to look for the next parts that you want to cut in so that everything is flowing. It's not stopping and pausing at each line. So it sounds much more natural to the viewer when it comes to watching your ad, your UGC ad.
Night guards.
And you see how it stopped here?
Night guards.
And since it stopped right here, what you want to do is cut that too. And make sure you don't delete this because I've always done the mistake of deleting this part and then I'm get rid of the whole script. So you just have to go into it. And right where it starts here again, you go ahead and you just delete this. And then you just join it right to the left. I'm only going to show you how to do it for these two parts. So you have to focus on just cutting out all the fluff, cutting out all the breaks to make sure that it flows correctly. That way you can make sure that your script is getting straight to the point. Now that we cut every little break out, you are still going to see some minor breaks here, but it's completely normal and it's going to sound way better than when we had it on the last clip. So right here, everything is just set up. I'm going to show you how it sounds now.
3 reasons why you need Cheeky's night guards. Number 1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike other 90%.
You see how it starts to flow now? It starts to sound natural instead of having those little breaks in between that make it sound like someone is reading off of a script. Now this is number 2 where you're adding the raw footage and placing the sequence of the raw footage. The best way to add the raw footage is by making sure that what is shown on the screen is being reflected on the script. As you can see right here, all of the footage is on this side. And if you want to add more footage or you haven't added any footage, then you're just going to click on here and import and just import the clip that you want to import or the variety of clips that you want to use. So first off, the way that I like selecting it is by hearing what goes on the script.
3 reasons why you need Cheeky.
So here it says 3 reasons why. So I want to show something that really explains what's being said on the script. So I can use this one as the intro, which will be something that people will actually stop and just watch the video. So here, to make it better for you guys so you don't have to hear all the background noise, I'm going to mute the clip audio. And right here, you see how it
3
just
reasons
flows.
why you need Cheeky's night guards.
And right when that part of the script ends, you just go here and you just put it right to the end of that part so it doesn't overflow onto the next part of the script. So here, this shot, for some reason, the scale is like really low. So what you want to do is go up here. And if the scale isn't low for you, then just leave it how it is. Just fixing it to make sure it looks good. So you see here that she's showing the box and everything. All right, and I'm gonna play this.
3 reasons why you need Cheeky's night guards. Number 1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike other 90%.
So hear how this part of the script says, if it's perfectly slim. I want to find a part where she's wearing the night guards and it shows the quality of the night guards. So I can use, let's see, trying to find the best one to use.
Okay, I have both the white one and the...
So here she's trying them on. So she's using one of the mouth guards that I don't want to show on the ad creative. So I'm going to go all the way over here and cut it so that I don't need to scroll over there. I just cut out what I don't want to be shown. And here is where she starts putting on the night guard. Get this here and delete. And now you have the whole footage of her putting on the mouth guard, which is the raw footage. So you want to cut it up so that it fits this script. It fits the second part of the script.
Number 1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike other 90% of bulky mouth guards out there.
And also something that you could do is you can combine clips for one line of the audio. So as you see here,
Number 1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike other...
You could say where she says number 1, you could just show something else, like showing the product close up, like this shot right here. And you can go over here and just go.
Number 1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike other...
I'm going to cut it here, cut both of them up. Well, I'm going to go back on this one. So just cutting off this first part. Got deleted. Don't worry, we're going to add it again right now. Trial and error. All right, now we have the clip here. So here you want to move this over up here and just put this for this first part. So I'm going to show you how it sounds and the visuals that go along with it.
It's number 1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike...
Once you start saying unlike 80% of other brands, 90% of other brands, then I want to introduce this of her wearing it.
Perfectly slim, unlike other 90% of bulky mouth guards out there.
Go over here and you can just delete this part that you don't want to show. And then you just place it here. Here's how everything looks so far with the clips that we have added.
Cheeky's night guards. Number 1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike other 90% of bulky mouth guards out there. Number 2.
And then I'm going to add the last example so that you can see how you can do it, how you can do as well.
Number 2, you can renew your mouth guards every 3 months with their easy subscription.
So here for this shot, I want to show her unboxing the package to show like the journey of her receiving it and all that. Here's a clip of her opening it. So I'm gonna just cut it so that it looks good. You want to make sure that everything just flows in your UGC. That's all you want to make sure.
Number 2, you can renew your mouth guards every 3 months with their...
I could just cut it here where it was.
3 months with...
Let me find where I was.
Mouth guards every 3 months.
You just cut it here and then introduce a different clip. Let's see.
Every 3 months with their easy subscription. Number...
So you want to clip away all the fluff, so all the necessary stuff, the things that you don't really want your audience to see, because in your UGC you want to show everything as quickly as possible and straight to the point. You don't want to waste 2 seconds with a shot that doesn't add to the script audio. So I want to show you how it looks now.
Number 2, you can renew your mouth guards every 3 months with their easy subscription. Number 3.
and you see that it's formatted like this. I'm going to go ahead and fix it as well. So here I made some changes to the clips. I didn't really like the order that they were in. So here I'm going to show you how it all looks right now with the script audio and with the visuals.
3 reasons why you need Cheeky's night guards. Number 1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike other 90% of bulky mouth guards out there. Number 2, you can renew your mouth guards every 3 months with their easy subscription. Number 3, they're 80% cheaper than the mouth guards that you get at the dentist.
So now we have everything ready, but there's this one thing that you always have to do to your footage. Is to add more brightness and color to it. Like even if you have the best camera, the best lighting, just doing this helps so much. So let's go here to the adjustment. And the settings that I use are to put saturation at 4 and then the brightness at 7. You can see the difference in the color that I added. So I'm going to show you right now so you can see it.
Why you need Cheeky's night guards. Number 1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike other 90% of bulky mouth guards out there. Number 2,
So to repeat, you could just go here, you just click on the raw footage, and then you just go here to adjustment, bring it the saturation to 4 and the brightness to 7. This is so far the best setting that I found to make the footage look a little bit better. And this is step number 3, adding text. You can effectively think of adding text as adding captions to your video. So just making sure that you reflect what is being said on the script. It's like adding those little details that make a big difference. Now I'm going to show you how to add the text to the video. So you go here on the top where it shows media, audio, and text. And the thing you want to click on is text. And here you want to just press the add button. And you want to use your text to be sort of like the captions of what is being said on the script. So here I can add something like
3 reasons why you need.
Can add something on the text like 3 reasons why. I'm going to use this keyboard, which makes it easier for me to add everything in. So 3 reasons why. And look, you can see here that all of the text styles are here. And my favorite ones are either this one, the white bubble, or the black bubble. You can customize the colors of it. And the outlines here. So the one I want to go with is this one for the 3 reasons why. And then I'm going to add another text. Instead of copying it, it's going to press it here so that you guys can see it. All right. And then 3 reasons why.
3 reasons why you need.
So I'm just going to put you need Cheeky's night guards. To make it a little bit dynamic so it's not just the same textile over again. You have a little bit of variety with the combination that you do. So you need and here what if you want the text, so you see how the text is like all the way outside of the screen. So what you want to do is just press enter here, go to the part where you want to make sure you put the text under. So you can just press enter and it goes under like this. And to show you the textiles, I'm going to use this right here, the white overlay. So here, so you want to make sure that it's all looks good and looks a little bit playful, not too professional. So instead of having this box here, I can just press here and I have a rounded rectangle. And when you do the rounded rectangle, you want to make sure that your height is to 17% and your width is to 17% too. And also I'm going to show you how you can scale it down. So you see how it looks too big here? You can just scale it down right here to, I think 80 is perfect for this. So now you have this first part. I'm going to show you how it looks now.
3 reasons why you need Cheeky's.
And also make sure that you align it based off of what is being said. So you see here how it's out of tune. It's not like where you want it to be, where you want it to show.
3 reasons why you.
Where she starts saying you need, that's where I want to add this part. So you don't want to just your viewers to see something and just hear it, and then the text is not saying what is being said on the screen. So now it should look better.
3 reasons why you need Cheeky's night guards. Number 1, if it's perfectly
So now we're good for that one, and I'm gonna add for these 3 parts so you can start seeing how I like to combine the textiles and all that.
why you need Cheeky's night guards. Number 1, if it's
This is reason number 1. I'm gonna add something like this. Reason number 1, let me go over.
Number 1, if it's perfect.
All right, so number 1, if it's perfectly slim. Perfectly slim. And now let's go over here. To show the reason, I want to do something along these lines. And also, if you want to change the fonts and everything, just go here to the fonts, and then you can pick the ones that you want to use. So this is up to your brand and the fonts that you guys use. What I like to use is Classic and Serif. Just a combination of these two things makes it look way, way better. So I see that it's too big, and then I'm gonna go here to scale, and then bring the scale down to around 75. We should be good there. All right, let's see how it looks now.
It's number 1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike.
Then I'm gonna add the other part. Also, so you don't have to go here and reformat the text and everything. You can just go here and just copy and then just paste it, just like I did right now. It's going to have the same text style, but it's much easier to change it this way.
It's perfectly slim, unlike other
Unlike 90%.
% of bulky mouthguards out there.
So this one I want it to be a combination which keeps the viewer watching. They're like unlike 90%, unlike 90% what? And then I show it to them in this clip right here. So here's how it looks so far.
Unlike other 90% of bulky.
I can just copy and paste this. And then just fill in what is being said.
Other 90%.
Forgot to add other here, so I'll just add it here.
Of bulky mouthguards out there.
See how it looks? I think I wrote it for the wrong one.
Unlike other 90%.
I can just switch it over here and then just fix this part.
Unlike other 90% of bulky mouth.
And here I'm gonna put of bulky night guards. For this one, I'm gonna add right here, this thing right here, so you can see it. I don't know really what it's called, but it looks way better when you have like white, where the footage is just too white or there's too much brightness or too much going on. This just makes sure that you can actually see it. So here I want to add a different color. So the brand color is, let's see. This is the brand's color, so I'm gonna use it to change it to add it a little bit more variety. I'm gonna show you how it looks right now.
3 reasons why you need Cheeky's night guards. Number 1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike other 90% of bulky mouthguards out there.
I'm gonna fix this text right here. And this is the part where you're gonna take the most time doing because you want to make sure that everything is spelled well and everything is in line. So of bulky mouth guards. All right.
Reasons why you need Cheeky's night guards. Number 1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike other.
So this one I want to change it to this. To this, because I used it for this clip, but I didn't use it for this one, so I can just use it here to add a little bit more variety.
Bulky mouth guards out.
Go back.
Slim, unlike other 90% of bulky mouth guards out there.
I don't have to add the bulky mouth guards out there. I could just leave it as of bulky mouth guards. So to avoid all that complexity that comes with making sure that you have to make sure that this is scaled down and it isn't too big. So now you get the point of how you can add the text and the different text styles. And one thing before
You need Cheeky's night
before
guards.
I move on to the next step is I want to add an animation. So here you can go on animation, right where the text area is, the text menu. It's taking a while to load up. All right, there we go. You use something like this, a fade in, or you can use typewriter. Let me show you how it looks now with the little animation.
Unlike other 90% of bulky mouth.
You see it adds more flavor into the footage. Makes it look much more watchable where there's different things going on. Because as you see, everyone has these short attention spans. So you always want to motivate them to keep watching and just keep giving you the views that you want, which will actually make them convert as a customer. This is the easy trick that I do to make sure that every part of the text is within the safe zone of the platform that you are using. And the best one to use for reference is the Instagram story safe zone, which works on anywhere. It doesn't matter what platform you're using. It works on Meta, it works on TikTok, it works everywhere. So here you could see that
3 reasons why you need Cheeky's night guard.
This is in line.
Number 1,
and this right here isn't in line. So what we want to do is you can do this many ways depending on how it fits on your screen. So right here you can see that it's within the safe zone, so it won't be cut off by the elements of the safe of the platform that you are running ads on.
90% of bulky mouth guards.
See, this one is too big, so we're gonna shrink it a bit.
Out there. Number 2, you can renew.
Can also shrink this here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this right here and just cut it right here. So you see now it fits the safe zone. And this right here, it all looks good right now. So this is what you want to do to make sure that the text is always at the best place. And also I forgot to show you where you can also decrease the opacity, so you see that the text is in place with the safe zone and everything, and that the text is where you want it to be in the footage that you are showing, the raw clips. So you can see here.
3 reasons why you need Cheeky's night guards. Number 1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike other 90%.
Make sure you do this every time that you're editing UGC and you're adding the text especially. So I added all the text that I wanted to add here, and now you can see here at the end where it says at getcheeky.com. You want to make sure that it all goes in line, because when it goes in line, it ends like this. But when the text is all the way out here, it ends like this. And it doesn't look professional. You don't want your viewers to see this. And also, as for the safe zone, once you have all the text, you want to delete it. And now you can see that the text is all in line.
Number 1,
and that the text just fits the screen, it works better. And we're on to the last step, which is step number 4, adding the finishing touches. This is where you're going to be adding your transitions and also the background music. The first thing you want to add are the transitions. So you don't want your transitions to overpower your UGC. So for this whole 22-second long video, you want to make sure that you get at max 2 transitions. Or if you really want to add more transitions, then go max 3 transitions. Because if you add more than that, it's just gonna be overpowered and your video is just gonna look weird. It's not gonna look good.
3 reasons why you need Cheeky's night guard.
So here I can add an animation. So the transitions are animations. You just go up here and you click on animation. Computer's loading. All right. And now waiting for them to come up. And now the ones that you should use, that I like to use the most, are, let me find it, the zoom in.
3 reasons.
So you can add this for the start of the clip or for the end of the clip. I want to add this for the end of the clip. So to take it off, I just press here none. And then I can just use it here.
Guards.
You see how it goes so well and going with the next
Number
part?
1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike other 9. If it's perfectly
Then
slim,
I'm gonna look for the parts that I want to add the other transition.
like other 90% of bulky mouth guards out there. Number 2, you can renew your mouth guards every 3 months with their easy subscription. Number 3, they're 80% cheaper than the mouth guards that you get at the dentist. If you want to change.
And for this one, I can do an animation to go into the clip. So let's find the best one right here.
If you want to.
I can use this zoom, and the zoom is way different to the one that I added here. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, the zoom in, and then this one is, which one is this one? Oh, it's for the out. See. So yeah, just zoom one. And this makes a big difference when it comes to your UGC content.
Need Cheeky's night guards. Number 1, if it's perfectly slim, the mouth guards that you get at the dentist. If you want to change your mouth.
And also here you can just change the duration of it. I'm going to leave it as it is.
If you want to.
And yeah, this is how you add the transitions.
Just make sure you don't overpower your videos with transitions. Just make sure to use 2 to 3 transitions.
So this is the next and last step of your UGC. So here you can see that I added background music, and you can get background music on Artlist. You can get it anywhere that sells, any place that has a subscription for a copyright free music. So once you have the music and everything, you want to get it over here and drag it right under here. And what I like to do is to combine the rhythm of the music with the video. So let's say there's a drop for an EDM type music, background music. So you could just add that drop whenever the video starts. So you see the hook where it says 3 reasons why you need this. And I like to add the drop right over here, right before the whole video explanation goes on. So I'm going to look for the drop right now.
Number 1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike other 9 guards every 3 months with their easy subscription. If you want to change your mouth guard game, you get 20% off with.
So you see the drop is right here. What I want to do is to shrink it a bit to make it smaller, to cut like the unnecessary music that I don't want to show off on here. So now I'm gonna look for the perfect spot to add the drop.
3 reasons why you need Cheeky's night guards. Number 1.
So the drop is perfect. And what you want to do is then cut off the other end of the song, and then just go here and just align it right to the end of the video. And you can pick any song, like any song that you want that fits to the UGC. The most important thing is that you add music to your UGC, some background music, to make it feel more normal, more organic. And also for the music, you want to make sure that you bring the volume down to, I don't know, let's say 20 dB. Around that area is where I keep all of the background music for all the UGC videos that I edit. So it depends how loud your script audio is and all that. You want to make sure that the background music is way lower than the actual script audio, because you want your users to hear it.
3 reasons why you need Cheeky's night guards. Number 1, if it's perfectly slim.
It's quite loud. I'm going to bring it down to 25.
Unlike other 90% of bulky mouth
You bring it down to, well, I'll bring it up to 24.
guards out there. Number 2.
And yeah, this is the step where you add the background music. It's really easy. The most hardest part of this is just looking for the perfect song for that video. I'm sure that everyone who edits UGC always struggles with looking for the perfect sound for their videos.
Now that we have everything together and in place, I'm going to show you how the ad came out.
3 reasons why you need Cheeky's night guards. Number 1, if it's perfectly slim, unlike other 90% of bulky mouth guards out there. Number 2, you can renew your mouth guards every 3 months with their easy subscription. Number 3, they're 80% cheaper than the mouth guards that you get at the dentist. If you want to change your mouth guard game, get 20% off with code CHEEKY20 at getcheeky.com.
Now you should have all the steps to actually edit UGC videos that capture attention. If you have any specific questions when it comes to editing UGC, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want more UGC tutorials like this. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.
And now we are completely done with the editing. So, and now we're completely done with the editing. There's nothing more that you need to add. So all of this is perfect. And in the next clip, I'm going to show you how it looks like without like showing the editor and all that. I can show you a sneak peek over here.
3 months with their easy
But I'm going to download it and then show it to you guys. And also before I end it, and also before I end this, I want to show you how to export your UGC videos. So here you can just click on where you want to export it to, and the settings as they are right here, 1080p, bitrate recommended, and all this. You want to make sure that it stays how it is, and you don't have to click on export audio. It's gonna export everything with it. So you just have to export it. Just press on here, export.
3 reasons why you need Cheeky's night guards. Number 1,
And-
if it's
And there, it's all downloaded to your computer. And I'm going to show you how this looks without having the editor and all that.